Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on our channel Famous Celebrity News. In 2023, so many remarkable people said their final farewells. Join us now as we pay tribute to some of the most well-known public figures whose deaths have made headlines so far in 2023. Rally racer Ken Block was the founder of the Monster World team, later named Hoonigan Racing Division. BL is remembered for his thrilling Gymkhana videos on YouTube, where millions watched him race through urban obstacle courses. He died at age 55 after a snowmobile accident on January 2nd. Actor Adam Rich played Nicholas Bradford, America's little brother on television's 8 is Enough. Rich is remembered for inspiring a generation of pageboy haircuts and for his work on the 1980s TV cartoon Dungeons and Dragons. He died January 7th of an accidental fentanyl overdose at the age of 54. Actress Melinda Dillon was best known for her prominent roles as put-upon moms in A Christmas Story and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Dillon is also remembered for her work in films such as Magnolia, Harry and the Hendersons, and Slapshot. She died January 9th at the age of 83. Lynette Hardaway was one half of the political commentary duo Diamond and Silk. Hardaway is remembered as Diamond, who rose to prominence with her sister as outspoken supporters of President Donald Trump. She died January 9th of heart disease at the age of 51. Legendary musician Jeff Beck was a guitarist for the Yardbirds, the Jeff Beck Group, and others. Beck is widely considered one of the greatest guitarists of all time, earning 6 Grammy Awards over the course of his career. He died January 10th of bacterial meningitis at the age of 78. Singer and songwriter Lisa Marie Presley recorded 3 solo albums and devoted much of her life to humanitarian work. Presley is remembered as the only child of rock and roll icon Elvis Presley. She died January 12th of complications from bariatric surgery at the age of 54. Motorcycle performer Robbie Canal was a daring stunt rider and the son of the legendary daredevil Evel Knievel. Canal is remembered for his incredible motorcycle jumps over the fountains at Caesar's Palace and over an oncoming locomotive. He died January 13th of pancreatic cancer at the age of 60. Actor Yoshio Yoda was best known for his TV character Fuji, a Japanese prisoner of war in the World War II sitcom McHale's Navy. Yoda is also remembered for a prominent role in the movie The Horizontal Lieutenant. He died January 13th at the age of 88. Actor Julian Sands was known for his remarkable performances in such films as A Room with a View and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Sands is also remembered for his work in Arachnophobia, Leaving Las Vegas, Ocean's 13, and others. He died after going missing in a winter storm in the San Gabriel Mountains of California at the age of 65. Gina Lollobrigida was an actress, photojournalist, humanitarian, and political activist. Lollobrigida is remembered as one of the most glamorous European actresses of the 1950s and 60s, starring in films such as The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Come September. She died January 17th at the age of 95. Musician David Crosby was one of the best-known figures of the Woodstock generation, performing in 2 iconic American folk rock bands, the Byrds and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Crosby is remembered for his long list of classic songs, including Almost Cut My Hair, Deja Vu, Wooden Ships, and 8 Miles High. He died January 18th at the age of 81. Baseball player Sal Bando was a third baseman and team captain for the Oakland A's dynasty of the 1970s. Bando is remembered for helping lead the team to 3 consecutive World Series victories from 1972 to 1974. He died of cancer at the age of 78. Actor Lance Kerwin was known for playing the title role in the 1970s TV drama James at 15, later retitled James at 16. Kerwin is also remembered for his roles in ABC's after-school specials and in the TV version of the Stephen King novel Salem's Lot. He died January 24th of an accidental fentanyl overdose at the age of 62. Actress Cindy Williams was best known as Shirley Feeney from the hit 1970s sitcom Laverne and Shirley. Williams is remembered for her incredible slapstick chemistry with co-star Penny Marshall, as well as for her roles in the movies American Graffiti and The Conversation. She died January 25th after a short illness at the age of 75. Musician Floyd Sneed was the drummer for the classic rock band Three Dog Night. Sneed is remembered for providing the rhythm for songs such as One, Black and White, and Mama Told Me Not to Come. He died January 27th at the age of 80. Actress Lisa Loring played Wednesday Addams, the scowling daughter in the beloved 1960s TV series The Addams Family. Loring is remembered for pioneering the role that has gone on to become a pop culture icon in both movies and television. She died January 28th of a stroke at the age of 64. Actress Annie Wersching was a familiar face for millions of TV viewers, most notably for her starring turn as Renee Walker on 24. Wersching is also remembered for appearing in Star Trek, The Vampire Diaries, and many others. She died of cancer January 29th at the age of 45. Hockey legend Bobby Hull was a star of the Chicago Blackhawks from the 1950s through the 1970s. He was often called the Golden Jet, a Hall of Fame player. Hull is remembered as the first in the NHL to score more than 50 goals in a single season. He died January 30th at the age of 84. Fashion designer Paco Rabanne helped shape the space-age style trends of the 1960s, transforming metal and plastic into everyday clothing materials. Rabanne is also remembered for his popular fragrances, including 1 Million and XS. He died February 3rd at the age of 88. Songwriter Burt Bacharach was widely considered one of the great popular composers of the 20th century. Thanks to songs like What the World Needs Now Is Love and Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Bacharach is remembered for many classic tunes he wrote or co-wrote, such as Dionne Warwick's That's What Friends Are For and The Carpenters' Close to You. He died February 8th of natural causes at the age of 94. Rapper Dave Jolicoeur, better known as Trugoy the Dove, was a founding member of the pioneering hip-hop group De La Soul. Jolicoeur is also remembered for his work with the musical project Gorillaz, including co-writing their hit Feel Good Inc. He died February 12th at the age of 54. Animator and illustrator Leiji Matsumoto was the creator of the classic Japanese sci-fi series Space Battleship Yamato, better known in the United States as Star Blazers. Matsumoto is also remembered for his work on the film Interstellar 45, the story of the secret star system created for the music duo Daft Punk. He died February 13th of acute heart failure at the age of 85. Actress and model Raquel Welch was one of Hollywood's biggest stars and one of the world's most recognizable pin-up models of the 1960s. Welch is remembered for starring in such films as 1 Million Years BC, Fantastic Voyage, and The Three Musketeers. She died February 15th of cardiac arrest at the age of 82. Sportscaster and baseball player Tim McCarver was an all-star catcher with the St. Louis Cardinals, who played on 2 World Series winning teams during the 1960s. McCarver is best remembered for his Hall of Fame broadcasting career, during which he provided World Series color commentary for more than 2 decades. He died February 16th of heart failure at the age of 81. Actress Stella Stevens was a star of the 1960s and 70s, appearing in films like The Nutty Professor and The Poseidon Adventure. Stevens is also remembered for playing opposite Elvis Presley in Girls, Girls, Girls. She died February 17th from Alzheimer's disease at the age of 84. Actor Richard Belzer played Detective John Munch for over 20 years, appearing in several different shows, including Homicide: Life on the Street and Law & Order: Special Victims Unit. Belzer is also remembered as the author of several books about popular conspiracies and cover-ups. He died February 19th of respiratory disease at the age of 78. Olympic athlete Greg Foster was a silver medalist in the 110-meter hurdles in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Foster is remembered as one of the greatest hurdlers of all time, winning 3 consecutive world championships between 1983 and 1991. He died February 19th of amyloidosis at the age of 64. Actor Tom Sawyer was known for his tough guy roles in films like Saving Private Ryan, Natural Born Killers, and True Romance. Seymour is also remembered for performances in Black Hawk Down, Heat, and others. He died March 3rd of a stroke and brain aneurysm at the age of 61. Gary Rossington was the last surviving founding member of the classic rock band Lynyrd Skynyrd. Rossington is best remembered for the slide guitar solo in the band's signature song Freebird. He died March 5th at the age of 71. Robert Blake was a child star in the Our Gang comedies who grew up to star in the TV detective series Beretta and the true crime movie In Cold Blood. In 2001, Blake was charged with the murder of his wife, Bonnie Lee Backley. He was acquitted, though a civil trial held him liable for her death. Blake died March 9th of heart disease at the age of 89. Actor and singer Topol starred as Tevye in the movie musical Fiddler on the Roof, and also played the popular character on Broadway and London's West End. Topol is also remembered for his roles in movies such as Flash Gordon and For Your Eyes Only. He died March 9th of Alzheimer's disease at the age of 87. Football coach Bud Grant led the Minnesota Vikings to 4 Super Bowl appearances in the 1960s and 70s. He's also remembered as the youngest coach in Canadian Football League history, leading the Winnipeg Blue Bombers at age 29. He died March 11th at the age of 95. Olympic gold medalist Dick Fosbury was the originator of the Fosbury flop, the once revolutionary high jump technique that is now considered the standard style. Fosbury won the high jump at the 1968 Summer Olympics in Mexico City, using his new technique. He died March 12th of lymphoma, at the age of 76. Musician Bobby Caldwell was known for his 1978 R&B hit What You Won't Do for Love, which was also sampled in Tupac Shakur's song Do for Love. Caldwell is also remembered for writing hits such as Amy Grant and Peter Cetera's The Next Time I Fall. He died March 14th of complications from antibiotic treatment at the age of 71. Actress Sharon Aer was known for her starring role on the television show The New Perry Mason. Aer is also remembered for starring opposite Lee Marvin in Point Blank, and for her guest role on a 1969 episode of Star Trek. She died March 16th at the age of 87. Actor Lance Reddick was best known for playing Cedric Daniels in the acclaimed TV drama The Wire, as well as for the John Wick film series. Reddick is also remembered for shows like Fringe, Lost, and American Horror Story, Coven. He died March 17th at the age of 60. Basketball player Willis Reed helped lead the New York Knicks to NBA Finals wins in 1970 and 1973. Reed was a Hall of Fame player, 7-time All-Star, and the first Knicks player to have his jersey retired. He died March 21st of heart failure at the age of 80. Comedian and TV host Paul O'Grady was the star of British television shows like The Paul O'Grady Show and Blankety Blank. O'Grady is remembered for his popular drag queen persona, Lily Savage. He died March 28th of sudden cardiac arrhythmia at the age of 67. Musician Ryuichi Sakamoto was the Academy Award-winning composer behind the music for the 1987 film The Last Emperor. Sakamoto is also remembered as an electronic music pioneer with the band Yellow Magic Orchestra. He died March 28th of cancer at the age of 71. Actor and comedian Bill Saluga was a well-known face in TV shows, beer commercials, and sketch comedy in the 1970s. Saluga is remembered for his long-running character, Raymond J. Johnson, whose famous punchline was, "You can call me Ray." He died March 28th of cardiopulmonary arrest at the age of 85. Professional wrestler Bob Miller was better known as Bushwhacker Butch, half of the Bushwhackers tag team in the WWE. Miller is remembered for his over-the-top character and in-ring antics, which included licking people. He died April 2nd at the age of 78. Lawyer Ben Ferencz was the last surviving prosecutor from the Nuremberg trials, during which Nazis were brought to justice for their crimes against humanity in World War II. Ferencz is remembered for his lifelong quest to create a world in which war criminals answer for their crimes. He died April 7th of natural causes at the age of 103. Actress Elizabeth Hubbard was best known for her decades playing businesswoman Lucinda Walsh on the soap opera, As the World Turns. Hubbard is also remembered for her many other soap roles, as well as for starring on The Doctors. She died April 8th of cancer, at the age of 89. Reverend Charles Stanley was the influential senior pastor of First Baptist Church of Atlanta. Stanley is remembered as the host of the radio and TV program In Touch with Dr. Charles Stanley, which was broadcast around the world for decades. He died April 18th at the age of 90. Singer and actor Moonbeam was part of the K-pop group Astro, and also led his own side project Moonan and Sanha. Moonan is remembered for international hits like All Night and Crazy Sexy Cool. He died April 19th by suicide at the age of 25. Football player Dave Wilcox was a 7-time Pro Bowl linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers in the 1960s and 70s. Wilcox is remembered as the Intimidator for his aggressive style of play. He died April 19th at the age of 80. Dancer Len Goodman was a popular judge on Dancing with the Stars from 2005 until his retirement last year. Goodman is also remembered as the longtime head judge on the BBC One dance show Strictly Come Dancing. He died April 22nd of bone cancer at the age of 78. Actor and comedian Barry Humph was best known for his flamboyant lavender-haired character, Dame Edna. Humphrey is remembered for embodying Dame Edna for more than 60 years on TV, at comedy clubs, and in movies. He died April 22nd after complications from hip surgery at the age of 89. Track and field athlete Tori Bowie won a gold medal at the 2016 Summer Olympics in the 4x100m relay and medaled in the 100 and 200m dashes. Bowie also won at the 2017 World Championships. She's remembered for her competitive spirit and bold personality. She died April 23rd from complications related to childbirth at the age of 32. Singer, actor, and civil rights activist Harry Belafonte was a superstar of the 1950s and 60s, popularizing calypso music around the world with hits like Day-O, the Banana Boat Song, and Jump in the Line. Belafonte is remembered as a close confidant of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and is one of the only artists in history to win Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. He died April 25th of congestive heart failure at the age of 96. Talk show host Jerry Springer was the former Cincinnati mayor who reinvented himself in the 1990s as a massively popular face of American tabloid TV. Springer and his show are remembered for the salacious topics and chaotic situations that helped set the stage for the era of reality television. He died April 27th of pancreatic cancer at the age of 79. Basketball player Larry Gator Rivers was a star performer for the Harlem Globetrotters in the 1970s and 80s. Rivers is also remembered for founding the Gator Ball Academy, a youth mentoring nonprofit. He died April 29th of cancer at the age of 73. We'll continue this 2023 year in review in our next video. Hit subscribe to Famous Celebrity News on YouTube to be notified every week when our tributes go live.